There's a question here in our chat about, let me just find the question about the whole how to learn. So people ask us all the time, should I take a course and stick with it and go the whole way through it? Should I go to university? Should I go to school? Do I need a degree? There's all these questions running around about how to learn. And I think how to learn, the place you learn from doesn't really matter so long as you trust the person who's teaching you, that they're teaching you good practices. So whether it's going to a school, whether it's online, whether it's free online, whether it's a paid course, if you're progressing and you like the person, and the person you're working with, the person who's teaching you, motivates you to continue going, that's the best sort of knowledge to get, when someone is also motivating you. The reason you might want to go to a formal school, so to go somewhere in person, or maybe it's now it's all online, but once COVID ends, hopefully if COVID ends, you can go there in person. um, that's good if you need that kind of consistency, you need the structure, you need the discipline, you need someone else to say, okay, if you don't hand in the assignment, you fail and you get kicked out. So that's good if you need that in your life. If you don't need that, if you're on top of that, then I think online learning through courses is amazing. And the question of, should you, when you start a course, should you just do the course and see it the whole way through, is entirely up to you. And once again, use the, well, obviously that's not a very useful answer. It's up to you. Do whatever you want. Thanks very much, Rick. That's completely useless. But what I'm saying by that is, if you're continuing to get better, then it matters not the path you take. So our courses, we have courses that are, for example, 20 or 30 hours of teaching material in it. You could start that and just go the whole way through and not deviate at all. Just do the course. It'll be great. You can go in that, get two sections into it and say, and I think this is important, say, it's now starting to get more complicated. I don't think I've really cemented those fundamental things. I'm going to go do another course that goes through the beginner things, go through that again, and do the same stuff. And this is often what I need to do. I'll see it once. It's not in there yet. I can't rely upon that. I have to go do the same thing over and over and over. And now I get it. Now I can have that and rely upon that. And then I can go to the next advanced stage of whatever it is that I'm working on. There's also, I think, a very good approach when you're taking a course, that if you work through something, particularly our courses, you work through a course, a section, maybe you're making a game where you're flying and shooting, then what you should do, I think, should's a bad word, but what is very useful to do is to take a little bit of time, maybe 10% of the time that it took you to do the whole thing. If the whole thing took you 2 weeks, then take a day or two to modify that game, to make it your own, to do it in a way which is not exactly like the thing that you've just gone and copied, to show that you understand what's going on. You might say, okay, instead of flying fast, I'm going to fly slow and do spins. Oh, how do I do a spin? Need to go research that, dig deep and figure it out. Don't just copy paste. Don't just follow along. Don't just do exactly what these video training courses or YouTube videos are doing. Modify it a little bit, and then you're going to get a lot of extra growth and development out of doing things